there is a knowledge that things aren't working. Actually, if you look at the medical profession, it's one of the highest burnout, dropout rates. It's one of the highest suicide rates, unfortunately. It's one of the highest rates of depression. They think that the American people are lazy. They think that they're going to eat terrible things and they're there to clean up the mess. That's such a convenient way to think when there's trillions of dollars of, there's tens of billions of dollars of farm subsidies subsidizing sugar and processed grains, where healthcare only kicks in once you get sick, which is lobbied for by pharma, where we're getting completely ridiculous nutritional guidelines to eat Lucky Charms instead of beef. People are overweight, clearly like diabetic, but I don't think people want that to be the case. I really do think it's like a very rigged system, and it's just so, in a way, evil to just wash your hands of it and say, well, this is what's going to happen. We're going to prescribe our drugs. We're going to do our, it's like we've got to ask why people are sick, but somebody's got to be asking questions. And in my opinion, that should be the medical system. I like this is a crazy concept, but the foundation of medical, a medical institution like a hospital or public health institution should be how to keep people healthy. There's not a single institution asking why people are getting sick. If you ask a doctor who studies diabetes, they graduated from Harvard, I've done it. What's the underlying cause of diabetes? They literally can't explain the metabolic aspects. They see diabetes as a one-off condition. Diabetes is the foundation of what makes us sick. It's literally a cellular dysregulation. 50% of the country's pre-diabetic or diabetic, 93% has an indicator of metabolic dysfunction. Like, our cells are malfunctioning. The American Diabetes Association credentials like doctors who treat diabetes. They can revoke the license. These are not like fringe organizations. The American Academy of Pediatrics credentials pediatricians, and they provide the guidance that if you go outside that guidance, you are at risk of losing your license. Like it is the gold standard. It's also like absolutely the unimpeachable advice for parents, right? And they accept food and pharma money. The American Academy of Pediatrics, it's right on the website. It's 90% funded by pharma, and they've accepted food money. And the American Diabetes Association has accepted millions of dollars from Coke, Cadbury, many other processed food companies. Until 2018, the official guidance of the American Diabetes Association was that as long as you took your insulin, you could eat whatever you want. Like literally whatever you want. You did not even need to limit your sugar intake. And what is so crazy about that is that if you're eating these inflammatory processed foods where sugar is going into your mitochondria at a rate 100 to 150x what it did 100 years ago, and it's being kicked out and turning into fat and being turned into diabetes is one problem. But like, if you're not managing what you're putting in your body, you're going to have other issues, which is why there's all these comorbidities. And then the American Heart Association is even worse. Millions and millions of dollars to this day funded by food companies, by processed food companies. So you basically have these institutions that literally credential and make the paradigm of what doctors are supposed to follow being funded by food companies.